Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell number 286, I believe. I did not bring my notebook up here, so check the title and we'll see. This is going to be a short one. It's going to be a short one. I have some little bits of yakking, but really, by and large, this is going to be a short one. I do have some Christmas cards from you guys, and I will share a picture of my wall here. I know I got a card from Wendy and from Melanie, and I'm brain dumping. Y'all saw Chris's card already. Oh, I am so sorry. My brain just went, pfft. I should have brought the envelopes up here so I could read them. But yes, I did get Christmas cards. They're already up on my wall as we're doing the show and tell every other week, at least until Project Christmas gets done. I'm not freaking out. Not at all. No. Yeah. So everything's already hung up and being shared downstairs. So I don't have them up here to share individually right now. I have not been to the post office yet this week. I am filming this just a smidge bit early, not as early as some other videos I've had to do recently, but I am filming a little bit early this week. So I have a window. I'm going to take it because if we've learned anything from the last couple weeks, expect the unexpected. So you guys are aware that my shower was broken. I'm not sure if I told you guys about the sink or not. So my shower, he had to go in through the back and just replace the entire valve, everything. So we were guaranteed a repair that way. Our plumber is a personal friend. We trust him. We were guaranteed a good repair that way that was actually going to work long term. Versus, I can change out the cartridge, but it might not be the cartridge. I can change out the valve, but it might not be the valve. And by then, we've already rebuilt the entire valve system. So we may as well just replace the whole thing. And I told him, go ahead and replace the whole thing because that makes way more sense. But that meant cutting a hole into the closet and going through the closet to get to the shower. So we actually found a utility cover that is paintable. We haven't repainted the closets downstairs. We haven't repainted the frog, the closets, the workout room, the trim, or the ceilings since we moved. So when we redo the bathroom and closets, we haven't done any of the bathrooms either. So when we redo that bathroom closet situation down there, eventually we're planning on either renovating or expanding that area. We're not sure square footage wise what we're going to be doing in the end. We can repaint that if it's still there in the end. So that got repaired. The next day, while I was doing dishes, my hot water in the sink went out. So the new faucets, we just replaced this tap. I told you guys I did some plumbing. Yeah. So this is the one we plumbed, and I had to help. Sorry about that. I just realized it had slid down on me. But yeah. So Troy ended up replacing it this time by himself because everything was already set up to do it. It was easy peasy lemon squeezy. But the new faucets, the hot and cold water going into the tap, the valves for those are not changeable. So we had to go back to Lowe's, exchange it for a new one, and bring it back. The clog was in there, but we also had to replace the valve turn off. The water shut off under the sink. So once again, had to call him out. It took 2 weeks to get him back out, or a week and a half. And he actually sent his future son-in-law to do the job. He's like, I trust him to do it. I was like, dude, you can't do 100% of all the jobs that get called in. Eventually you have to use your tech. So he called in his tech. His tech came in and took care of it. Wonderful kid. But yeah, so we replaced the faucet. He replaced the valve for us, the shutoff valve, and he got everything undone for us. So we were able to just, pull it out and take it for replacement. But finally have hot water in the sink now. And I've only done dishes once since then. It's been colder than a witch's tuchus. Woke up and it was 50. Well, it was 17 when I got up yesterday. It was 15 by the time I finished having coffee, and it was 17 by this time the sun was actually up. Today I woke up and it was 19. Yeah, well, it was the wind chill of 19. I can't remember what the actual temperature was. Seems like the temperature was like 20. So very cold morning. There are lots of coffee cuddles at the end of this with the kittens. So do stay tuned for the pet tax. But yeah, this morning, yesterday I turned on the fireplace and we sat there in front of the fire. I knew I was going to be hanging out on the sofa for most of the day because I really need to get Project Christmas Blanket done. And so I was like, okay, I have a task. We are going to complete this task. So I spent the morning catching up to what I messed up and had to frog out on Sunday. Folded a couple loads of laundry that I already had washed and dried because that's doing a chore and I can knit and crochet at the same time. And that I got all those folded, used that as a time to move around. I also finished wrapping all the Christmas gifts that are here that are my responsibility or Troy's responsibility to wrap. Troy still has to finish wrapping my gifts and my stepson still has to come over and wrap his gifts, but I'm done. I don't think there's anything else coming for a grandkid, stepkid, or husband. The cat's gifts are going in a bag with some paper on top because, of course, the kittens get Christmas gifts. They are spoiled rotten. But I'm done with all that now. All of Troy's gifts are wrapped and under the tree. I am a horrible gift wrapper, but I did it with the utmost care. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, all of that got done when I did my movement break so I don't get like blood clots in my legs or something. I don't like stand up and can't feel my legs for eons. But yeah, lots of kitten cuddles in front of the fire yesterday morning. Pippin laid in his toy basket in front of the fire. Banner laid in my lap. Today I did not turn on the fire. So you'll actually see a little video clip of them cuddled as close as possible. Like Pippin didn't want to be touched, but he wanted to be close. It's very funny. Troy's been in Charlotte since Sunday night. He'll be home actually. Today is a filming, but this is a couple days once again in advance. So anyway, yeah, I'm filming on Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. I have class tonight for the knitting machine. Sherry Dumbrell, by the way, if you have one or thinking about getting one, come join her. I will leave the Facebook group tagged down below. Come check out the group. Come join the classes. They'll restart, I think, January 7th. And for East Coasters, it's 6 p.m. Tuesday, 4 a.m. Wednesday, and like 9 a.m. Wednesday or something. Anyway, she's in Australia. So you have to like kind of math your way back to when your class is. But great like beginner tips and tidbits and stuff like that. We're getting a little bit more advanced, but not at the same time. Like the skill building is there for machine knitting based on what I'm getting, but not in the same way like hand knitting skill builds. I don't want to say the techniques are easier, but it applies differently. The application is very different with machine knitting. So anytime you join in, you'll have tons of things. She also has previous classes that you can like kind of purchase the single class you missed or have full-time access to all of them for a certain amount. And it's very inexpensive. She's not charging like an arm and a leg or something. It's like $5 a month or something. Anyway, her Facebook group is linked down below. It's all about machine knitting, specifically flatbed, although we do occasionally get an Addie question in there. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind. So Troy was sick on Thursday. He ended up staying home from work Thursday, Friday. We had to go and get his laptop because he had to leave for Charlotte on Sunday. I'm pretty sure he has had a flu, not a cold. We thought it was a cold at first, but he kept getting chills but he wasn't quite running a fever either. And I had a lot of like heat like when I exhale through my nose, through my mouth, and my lips felt very hot to me, but I never hit a fever and I didn't have the congestion and coughing and stuff that he had. So I think I managed to avoid the worst of it because I'm telling you, I hit that zinc. I hit it hard. I don't need cooties right now. There's too much going on. Too many balls are up in the air. I can't afford getting the flu right now. So, but he was actually better by the time he left. So he's been at work this week so far, but that kind of turned the weekend on its ear. I did not get the Thursday I had planned or the Friday I had planned. And then Saturday and Sunday, was still tending to the sick. Sunday, not so much, but he was fairly poorly off. So gross. Ew. So yeah, that's kind of caught you up on what the last 2 weeks have looked like over here. It's been banana pants and crazy. Saturday, we'll have a video for my goals, personal goals for 2026. On Tuesday, we had a video that was the mid-month check-in for December's make-along for the year of the make-along. And today's the show and tell. So good news, though. I mean, I do have really good news. We're moving into, let's hit up. We'll do WIPs first. So I've made progress. I've made really good progress. I have 3 out of 5 panels done for blanket 10. So this is what I was saying when I said I was going to do corner. I think I might do corner to corner scarves and join them together in a mock chevron. I did not perfectly match the ends, and I just wasn't paying attention. So you'll notice this is actually my starting side, I think. Yeah. This is where I started, and it's 4 squares, 3 of the garnet, it's 6 of the black. And that ends it over here. Same thing. We have 4 gray, 3 garnet, 6 gray, and that ends it over here. I wasn't paying attention when I went to go do the end. And we end with 3 of the garnet, which is perfectly fine. But I wish I had mathed out better. But it doesn't, I mean, even laid out, it's not really something you notice. It's not like, that's wrong. So I'm very, very pleased. I've got 3 out of 5 done. So this is technically 50% done because I've got 2 more scarves left to do and then a border. If I do nothing but work on the scarves, I can make 2 in a day, weaving in all the ends. And let me tell you, that's like half a day's event right there, just weaving in all the ends. The 4th one, I have 3 garnet rows done so far. There's 11 total garnet rows. 9 before I decrease, 2 after I decrease. So anyway, massive progress on this. I'm feeling really good. I think we'll get there. I need at least 6 days to finish it. I've got 10 days to Christmas as of filming. While I'm editing this week, I will be working on this. When I'm in class with Sherry tonight, I will be working on this. When we're in the car doing anything we need to do, I will be working on this. This will be what I do for the next couple days, but it will be done before Christmas. And I think I have plenty of time to get everything stretched out and steamed. I've got a steamer. I'm going to steam everything, make everything lay out real nice. I'm going to fold them up, somehow tie them with a bow. I have little squishmallows to go with the green kids. So it's funny. They're all different sizes. My youngest granddaughter, I did the quilt and that will be hers. And I found this really cute squishmallow that it says it's the 8-inch, but it actually, with the whipped cream and stuff, looks more like a 10-inch squishmallow. And it looks like a little milkshake, but it's like holiday nog or something. And it's in a little pinkish red cup. Then I have a reindeer for my youngest grandson, and his is the corner to corner. My oldest granddaughter, hers is a fantasy dragon creature, I think, but it's once again Christmas themed. But I couldn't find one for my oldest grandson that was Christmas themed. But I found the cutest little Cthulhu one. So I'm going to go with that because it matches the blanket. Because they're collectibles, some of these suckers are going for like just little ones, just little guys. Some of these are like even on Amazon going for like $40. And it's like, there was a Halloween bat that I kind of really wanted to get in, but it was sold out everywhere. So, or it was $40 to $60. I paid $5 for the others. I wasn't going to pay $40 for. Anyway, so I'm going to tuck those in their little ribbons with their blankets. So I've got to find a way to wrap these in a ribbon. I'm not gift wrapping these. So I will catch you on the other side of this slide to the FOs. Hi, guys. I'm so excited. I'm sad and I'm excited. Because it's done, it means I have to gift it. But the Kaleidoscope Hexie is finally done. I ran out of yarn. That is why it is done. I have no more linen yarn. So these are all worsted weight scraps. She's going to love it. Like this is, oh, and I'm showing y'all the back. This is going to suit that daughter-in-law very, very well. The one that's getting this one. And it's still, like I said, she's shorter than I am. She's 5'2". So the size will not be an issue. It's still 5.5 feet. So, and that's really unstretched. So I can probably easily get it to 6 foot if I properly block it when I lay it out. But I still have some of the scrap hexagons left. I do have a tutorial on how I did these scrap hexagons. And there's a tutorial for how I did the join as you go method for the solid hexagons. And it's the same kind of method, except for this one, I went in between the granny stitches instead of joining at the top of the stitches. That's really the only difference here. And it really doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as you consistently do it. As I found out on Sunday. So I had to rip out. The last time y'all saw it was 4 rows shorter, so I did add 4 rows. Picture of the finished blanket here. But yeah, so Sunday, I spent my entire first cup of coffee, half of the second cup of coffee, joining the teeth and adding in a new row. I got back to where I had started joining the teeth together and realized I'd done it wrong. So I had to frog out almost an entire row of hexies and keep them in order. Rip back all the way across to where I'd started joining teeth. It was so sad because by the end of the day on Sunday, I had only gotten back to where I'd re-zippered the teeth. And then Monday morning, I spent the morning adding on the row. And then by the afternoon, I did the last row and went up the side. But yeah, I was very upset. I was so very upset because it's like I was so close to having this done. I had one more row to add in. It was not fun, but it is now done. I used 5 balls. There is like a scrap ball this big of the Vanna's bonus. So it's actually 5.8 ounces which is like, I think it's 200 grams or something, or 150 grams of yarn. I have other Vanna's Choice in linen. I used this actually to match the color because I had some other off-whites and tans that I was looking at. But this is actually a different color than what I use, since these were bought, 10 years apart from each other. So it is done. I used up every last bit of the yarn that I bought to join it. I wish I had bought one more because I could have gotten a few more rows on there, but it is what it is. Luckily, it's for the tiniest member of the family, because I think my oldest granddaughter may actually be taller than her stepmom now. Not because, well, I mean, yes, my daughter-in-law is shorter. I'm short. She's shorter. But my oldest granddaughter's getting tall fast. Weird. So, yeah. Other than the toddler, she is the most petite member of the family. So, it worked out. The math worked out. I'm happy it's done. I am sad I have to give it away now, because I really love how this turned out. I even just laid out sloppily how this blanket turned out. I'm not going to lie. I am really sad to be gifting this blanket now, because it is really pretty. So I guess I know what a lot of my scrap that I have left over when I finish my granny sweater, I know what a lot of that scrap's going to have to do. I'm going to have to start making some of these again. Maybe it won't take me like 5 years to figure out what to do with them, and kicking the bin over and over and over again. And I'll have to buy enough yarn to join it. So anyway, that is all I have. I have one almost finished project, and it's been a banana pants 2 weeks. I'm just glad, like, other than cooking some salmon tomorrow, dinner is prepped for the entire week already. Because it's chili. I made a vat of chili. That makes it easy enough. But yeah, so like, until it's done, I will not stop working on the corner to corner scarf blanket. And by the way, that's all it is. It's just making scarves basically and joining them together using the same join as you go method that I shared before on here. So there is a tutorial for that where I show you how to do the squares. I'm doing the exact same thing for these strips. But yeah, it's going to be something. I don't know what next week's content is going to look like at all yet. There's a lot of stuff I still have to film and share and prep, and I am still, I'm working on building a pro-con tally, or a yes-no tally, I think is really more what it is, from the I Need Your Help video. And I'm, for every idea, it goes, and then we're tallying. So I'm kind of trying to get like a general layout of what you guys would like to see from me. So if you have input of what you would like to see from me, go check out that video, listen to the things I did go ahead and we'll do 1 year on row 1. We will do 1 year with the quarterly tools or accessories box from Southern Skein. So that we did decide on. I will kind of share process of using things, share process of making things, using those as part of a year with. So we will change the subscription box series a bit there. But as far as like everything else goes, I mean, the only thing, some of you are really worried I was going to get rid of the show and tells. They're not going anywhere. It's just more or less of this content kind of thing. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm sorry, I am 100% in Chihuahua mode because my brain is thinking like of 9 million other things I still need to do today before I sit down at 6 o'clock. And it's already like going for 3. So I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Please come back, see what I'm going to be working on for 2026, because I'm pretty excited about my goals, but also want to see what you guys are thinking. As I've said before, please leave a comment down below, engage with our videos, because the new algorithm says that we have to have engagement from you guys. You can't just watch it or just like it. Now we need comments or hypes, which is a new thing they're trying to do. And especially as they're getting ready to introduce a whole new thing, and small channels are going to kind of get a little more squished by it, because us that are under 10,000 viewers don't qualify. So if you don't qualify for it, I have a feeling we're going to be even lower on the visibility totem pole. So in order to be visible, we need engagement, and engagement now means that you have to actually comment on a video. So even if you just leave me an emoji to say, hi, I was here, that would be great. And don't forget your other content creators too, like your other videos. They're having the same problem. Some are talking about it, some aren't, but let's just throw another thing on the year here. I know. I love you. I'm going to go. I will see you guys real soon. Bye, guys. I just had to share. So it's 20 degrees outside again, and the cats have decided that snuggle morning is a thing we're going to do today. So I messed up, so I had to frog a bunch of yarn. I accidentally decreased when I should have continued to increase a side. It is what it is. I only lost 20 minutes. But we also have a sleeping Peepie over here. This is the second time he's curled up. He wants to be close, but he doesn't really want to be touched. So everybody's snugged up. Unfortunately, I'm about 3/4 of the way done with my coffee. But it is what